Was it square?
Welcome to the show. My name is Joel Lopez.
My name is Chris.
My name is Ian.
We're going over the UFC 97 fights. We have 5 fights tonight. First up, we have Brian Stann versus Christoph. I'm going to go ahead and go with Brian Stann because I don't really know much about him, but he looks like a good fighter.
And I'm going with Christoph. Reason being, I've seen him on Ultimate Fighter. He got pretty good striking and he's good at jiu-jitsu.
I'll have to go with Brian Stann on this one. The guy's pretty hard nosed, and his striking is he's gonna run him over.
Next fight, we have Lewis Kane versus Steve Cantwell. Again, I don't know much about either fighter, but I'm gonna go with Lewis Kane just off of pure luck.
Well, yeah, I'm going with Lewis Kane too. I just think he's the better overall fighter.
Yeah, Lewis Kane seems about right. Pretty good striking.
Next fight, we got Chet Congo versus Antoni Hardonk. I'm going to go with Chet Congo. I've seen him fight a couple times before, a couple previous UFC fights. I think I've seen him, have pretty good striking. I don't know about his technical wrestling and MMA skills, but I'm going to go with Chet Congo.
I'm going with Chet Congo as well. He's a good striker, be Crow Cop, and so I think Chet Congo is gonna take this fight very easily.
Well, let's just about Crow Cop's emotional problems. But anyways, I'll take Chet Congo in the fight. He's a man that's rising in the heavyweight rankings in the UFC, and you just knock him down. So it'll be I say second round knockout.
All right, moving on. Big fight: Chuck Liddell versus Shogun Rua, right? Rua?
Yeah, Shogun Rua.
Shogun Rua. I'm gonna have to go with Chuck Liddell. He's, I guess, one of the faces of UFC MMA fighting. I don't know much about Shogun Rua. Only thing I know is that he's probably gonna get his ass kicked by Chuck Liddell. That was for you, Chris.
Well, Chuck Liddell is my favorite fighter, so of course I'm taking Chuck Liddell. But the reason why I'm taking Chuck, Shogun has showed bad cardio in his last 2 fights. And now I know he was coming off knee surgery and everything, but even aside from his cardio, Chuck Liddell has a reach advantage, and he has a striking and a strength advantage, and a wrestling advantage. So I really don't see anything that Shogun could do to Chuck. He can't take him down, he can't strike with him, so I think this is just a fight to make Chuck look good.
You need to check out Shogun. You know who that guy is.
Yeah, I know Shogun. I seen him in Pride.
This man used to be the number 1 ranked in the whole world.
Used to.
For that, it was the reason why he was number 1 ranked.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I think he got his cardio, and if he has his gas tank right, it's gonna be a good win. Put it on Shogun's resume, along with Alistair Overeem, Ricardo Arona, and many others.
Arona.
Yeah, Arona.
Like that counts for anything. Who hasn't beat Arona?
Technically, his fights in Pride. He's a beast.
Yeah. But anyway.
But Shogun has more weapons. He might not have him in the striking. He might not have him in the wrestling.
The only thing he got him at is the jiu-jitsu.
But when the clinch comes,
but in order to get to the clinch, you gotta come within striking range. And Randy Couture is a much better close-up fighter than Shogun, and look what happened to him when he fought Chuck Liddell.
You know how I feel about Randy Couture? The guy is 16-9 for a reason.
Okay, well look at Tito Ortiz. Close-up fighter, knocked out twice. Look at Kevin Randleman, close-up fighter, knocked out. Chuck knocks out close fighters.
And Shogun.
Chuck struggles against people. Chuck struggles against range fighters. That's why. Now he struggled against Keith Jardine. That's why he struggled against Rashad Evans. He struggled against range fighters. But if you come up close, you feed him right into it.
So let me ask you this question: if Shogun has the gas tank, he'll still lose?
Yep. Because his striking can't match Chuck Liddell's.
All right, people, you will see why. Shogun will win, and this is before the fight. And leave your comments and just say Ian was right.
What's your PSN name, Ian?
Infamous XX87XX.
And Chris, what's your PSN
My
name?
PSN name is Kid Carter.
Kid Carter. I am No Card Tricks. Add us. Just see what games. What are you guys currently playing right now?
Killzone 2.
Killzone 2, I kind of went back to playing Pixel Junk Eden, the downloadable game off the PlayStation Network. They dropped an expansion pack, so I'm kind of playing that a little bit, back and forth with Killzone.
I am still rocking Echo Chrome and that 1987 arcade racing game, so I am looking to get Killzone 2 and join these two guys. Alright, so that takes us to the main event tonight. UFC 97 is Anderson Silva versus, what's his name again?
Talis Latis.
Talis Latis. I'll go first and say I'm going to go with Anderson Silva. Again, I don't know much about the other guy. I have seen Anderson Silva fight. I've seen him on a couple previews for UFCs in the past, so I'm going, again, on a whim, Anderson Silva.
I'm going with Anderson Silva too, just because I just don't think Talis Latis can beat him. I don't think that person is the person that could beat Anderson Silva in the middleweight, in the middleweight division.
Well, let's be clear. Talis Latis does have the edge in BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
right.
But and I always kind of think there's going to be a time when Anderson Silva will lose, but tonight will not be the night. He's going to be too much for Latis. I predict the second round. Second round knockout.
Oh yeah, back to the Chuck. I predict the second round knockout for Chuck as well.
Back to that fight?
No,
back to that fight.
No, because you calling out rounds. I didn't know we was calling out rounds.
I predict Shogun by just let me see. I'll say what? I'll go on a limb and say he's gonna choke him out in the third round. It's gonna be a choke out.
Okay.
Anaconda.
Okay. Oh. Anaconda.
Bye, Liddell. You're retiring after tonight.
Okay. Oh. Just keep in mind, this guy's favorite fighter is Crow Cop. So, now anybody who watched the UFC know that.
Only UFC. But if you're real MMA fighters, you would know that Mirko Crow Cop is the man. This guy is gonna.
Back in 2006, Crow Cop was the man. Who has he beat since?
Hey, it's called injuries. Everybody has injuries. It happens. But there's a thing, he's gonna rise. And just to give y'all guys an update on Crow Cop, he's looking to fight in Dream 9 at the end of May. So, and he says he's gonna make this the most productive part of his career. So, tune in and YouTube those fights because you're gonna definitely love them.
All right.
Wait a minute. Before we go, these Crow Cop injuries that he was talking about, one of those injuries was Gabriel Gonzaga kicking him in his head. And the second injury was Chet Congo breaking his rib. And the third injury was in the All-Star Overeem throwing him around like a little girl. So these injuries happen to be during fights where he just getting his ass beat. So just want to throw that out.
Well, when you fight in K1, amateur boxing, professional boxing briefly, and MMA, a total of over like 80 fights, it does happen you have injuries, and he had a knee injury that kind of messed him up for over the years, and it can bring you down. But he had surgery in January, and he's sitting out for about 5 months, and he stays 100% healthy, so you'll check it out. He's back.
All right, let's not make this a Crow Cop endorsement.
Yeah, let's not talk about fighters who's scared to fight in America, so they run to Japan where they can take steroids all year. Let's not talk about them anymore.
All right, so those are our picks for UFC 97.
Long live Pride. Long live Pride.
It's about that time. Fights coming on. So those are our picks. We'll see how good we did the next UFC, 98?
Yeah.
Wherever that's going to be. Again,
that's Rashad Evans and Lyoto Machida.
Oh yeah, that should be a good fight actually. I did follow that. Again, my name is Joel Lopez. Twitter.com/Joel Lopez.
My name is Chris. My Twitter name is Kid Carter. I don't know the website.
My name is Ian. Don't have a Twitter right now, but you can be up on the PSN, infamous XXX87XX.
Cool.